The world of Mario is filled with strange but fun characters. But who are the Mario characters with the best story? Which one added the most to the game story-wise, are the most fun, and are interesting? Well, let's find out. Number 5. If you think of a classic companion of Mario, then what comes to mind first? I will give you a hint. It's green. No, not Luigi. I'm talking about Yoshi.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yoshi's one of the heroes of the Mario franchise, an ally of Mario and Luigi, and the protagonist of his own franchise. He's a member of the Yoshi species, and has aided his brethren in saving their homeland on multiple occasions. But there are only 2 main series games where he has an interesting and good story, and that's mainly in Super Mario World, and a little bit in Super Mario 64. In the first game, he's your companion. You're trying to achieve a goal together. Mario wants to save Peach, and Yoshi his friends. This is what makes Yoshi and his story interesting. He sticks with you the entire game, and you get attached to him. But when it comes down to it, you still get rid of him to make the jump. You even get to see his house, which is a cool personal touch. And a couple of years later, we see him again in Yoshi's Island, his own game, where we get to see a little bit of the background story of Mario and Yoshi. And in Super Mario 64, you see him again, and he reminds you of the fun adventures in the previous game. Overall, this character is extremely important for the lore. Number 4. Now, I mentioned Luigi before this, but this spot is for another Mario brother that is less popular than Luigi, Wario. Since in Super Mario Land 2's 6 golden coins and some other spin-off stuff, he has some interesting motives. He's driven by a lifetime of jealousy. In the game, he tried to take over Mario's castle in the country of Mario Land. Eventually, he succeeds and takes over. Now, this happened out of nowhere. Back then, nobody knew who Wario was. So he had a certain aspect of mystery to him, especially if you see him running around the castle when you haven't beaten him yet. The only info of his backstory is in the booklet. It says that he has been jealous of Mario's popularity ever since they were boys. All of a sudden, a character from Mario's past pops up that hates him and takes over his castle. This was, in my opinion, a really interesting story. And all the spin-off material like cartoons added to this story even more. And remember, back then Mario games had almost no story at all. The story was written in a booklet. That says enough. Number 3. Now the next character is from my favorite Mario game, Super Mario Sunshine, and this was actually his first appearance. Bowser Jr. In Sunshine, he almost always appears using the disguise of Shadow Mario, and he serves as the game's main antagonist. And later on, he reveals who he is, and that he thinks Peach is his mom. So, he gets introduced with a lot of storytelling. This is also one of the only Mario games that has a lot of background story and storytelling in general. This was never really done before, and since Bowser Jr. is Bowser's son, there was a lot of explaining to do, and so they did. And it worked out pretty well. That's why I like him the most in this game. He first has that mysterious element, and as the game goes on, they're building tension. And in the end, you get that shocking reveal. In my opinion, the voice actor for Bowser Jr. was quite good and fitting, but Bowser, not so much. Overall, it adds depth to an extremely important character which became a fan favorite, partly because of the ton of lore we got. Number 2. Now Toad is an amazing character, a bit goofy of course, but still a lot of fun. However, he doesn't deserve to be on this spot. But there's another one that does, Captain Toad from Super Mario Galaxy. He has to be the most interesting Toad out of them all. In the game, he appears to be one of the few that had escaped the destruction of the Mushroom Kingdom. The Toad Brigade is seen a lot in the game, and most of the talking is done by the captain. He helps you throughout the game, which can lead to some interesting scenarios. The best part of this character is the story of his courage that slowly unfolds from the first Galaxy game all the way up to his own spin-off game. Despite being the leader of the Toad Brigade, Captain Toad is extremely cowardly, and because of that, his team talks negatively about him. But as time progresses, he becomes more skilled and less fearful, and in 3D World, he's described as a fearless hunter of green stars. So throughout the series, you can see this character grow, which is a really cool story element. And in the end, he gets his own spin-off game, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This was a great game, where Captain Toad was the hero. Overall, a great addition, and a good way to end it. Number 1. Now for our last character. This one explained a lot of the world's story. Actually, the entire universe. Rosalina, the one who created the Comet Observatory, the mother of all the Lumas, and the most important character of the Galaxy series. This one has the most story out of all main series Mario characters, and in my opinion, also the most interesting one. She's the most powerful being out of them all, and she's most likely the one who created the entire universe of Mario. There's even a storybook about how Rosalina made it into outer space, and how she became the mother of the Lumas. A 9-chapter book that tells her story. Nobody in the entire main series has anything similar to it, and it's all very well explained. When Mario ended up in space and on the Comet Observatory, we had no idea what was going on and where we were. And this game, using Rosalina, explains this very well and builds a whole story around this new and unknown universe. There's even a hidden bonus scene in Super Mario Galaxy 2 where she tells the story of the game. Certainly my favorite storyline in the entire series. Hey there, be sure to check out my other social media like my Twitter, Twitch, Instagram and Discord server. We do all kinds of fun stuff there, so go check it out. Hey there, thanks for watching the video. Now give me all your money, this is a robbery.